Hello and welcome to Elephant English Podcast. In today's video, we're going to be looking at 15 common mistakes made by Spanish speakers. He said me that he wanted to go to college. The correct way would be, he said to me that he wanted to go to college. So we have to say to. He said to me. She said to her. How many people are there? We are 20. The correct way to say this would be, how many people are there? There are 20 of us. Because if you say we are 20, it means that we are 20 years old. We wanted to go to a restaurant. Finally, we had a takeaway. The correct way to say this would be, we wanted to go to a restaurant. In the end, we had a takeaway. In the end means al final, but finally means por fin. So in this case, we want to say al final, so we say in the end. You are from London, no? The correct way to say this would be, you are from London, aren't you? So we have to remember to use the question tags. And in English, you don't say no, like you do in Spanish. Everyone are talking at the moment. The correct way to say this is, everyone is talking at the moment. In English, the indefinite pronouns are followed by the verb in singular. Indefinite pronouns are like someone, something, everyone, anything, and nothing, for example. So remember to use the verb in singular. I like to pass time with my family. The correct way to say this would be, I like to spend time with my family. So we use spend instead of pass because pass time is when you do something so that time goes by quicker, which is like pasar el rato. For example, you're waiting at the dentist and you read a magazine to pass the time. I saw that advert in the internet. The correct way to say this would be, I saw that advert on the internet. When we are talking about technology, we always say on the computer, on the app, and on the website. So, when you talk about technology, always say on and not in. I haven't any money at the moment. The correct way would be, I don't have any money at the moment. The negative of present simple of the verb to have is I don't have. We only say haven't when it is the negative of present perfect. For example, I haven't visited Paris. I haven't worked today. But when it is present simple, I don't have. I go to the bed at 11 o'clock. The correct way is I go to bed at 11 o'clock. So we don't say go to the bed. We say go to bed. I have 30 years old. The correct way is I am 30 years old, or you can just say I am 30. I'm agree with you. The correct way is I agree with you. So you don't need to use the verb to be when you say I agree with you. She told to me to sit down. The correct way is she told me to sit down. With the verb tell, you don't need to use the word to. So it's the opposite of the verb said that we saw before. You always have to say, I said to her. But with tell, you don't. You say, I told her. Yesterday, I was at the house of my grandfather. The best way to say this is, yesterday, I was at my grandfather's house. The same happens with the mother of my girlfriend. You would say, my girlfriend's mother. Is a very beautiful city. The correct way to say this is, it is a very beautiful city. We have to remember that is only goes at the start of the sentence when it is a question. If not, you're never going to see is at the start. Spanish people is very nice. The correct way to say this is Spanish people are very nice. Remember that the word people is followed by the verb in plural because a lot of people forget this when they are speaking. I think it's because in Spanish, gente goes with the verb in singular, but in English it's always plural. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.